Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining this afternoon. Thank you for taking your time to listening to our info session today. I know I have some folks getting very familiar with the opportunity and some folks listening to the info session for the first time. I have some great updates that we have today with the info session and all the information that you need to know about the great opportunity of you working from home as an independent contractor virtual agent. If you don't know me, my name again is Agatha Sanders, owner of Beyond Standard Solution Virtual Call Center, offering you the opportunity to work from home as an independent contractor virtual agent. I like to conduct these info sessions to provide you all the information that you need about the opportunity you're working from home as an independent contractor, as well letting you know why you're dealing with two different companies with all the information you've seen about the opportunity. You know that you're dealing with my company, Beyond Standard Solution Virtual Call Center, and Arise Virtual Solutions. My business is partnered with Arise Virtual Solutions. Arise comes into place because they actually bring the technology that's able to convert our computers to a workstation that's able to connect to the Fortune 500 companies that we're able to service from home. And as well, they bring the clientele, all the Fortune 500 companies that we're able to service from home. I've been with the platform for over 6 years. It's been a great success for me, and as well as been successful for me bringing agents into the platform and them having a successful journey working from home as an independent contract virtual agent. As long as you follow the guidelines and requirements, you commit to the time that you're indicating that you're able to service, you'll be indicating the days and hours that you're available to work. You'll have a successful journey through working from home as an independent contractor virtual agent. Let's get started. There's a lot of information that we'd like to provide you about the opportunity. Let's go ahead. As I've been mentioning, working at home as an independent contractor virtual agent. I like to focus on the aspect that's as far as being independent contractor. I like to be truthful about the opportunity. I want folks to understand the opportunity is being offered. You'll be working for yourself, meaning that you will not be an employee from Beyond Standard Solution or an employee from Arise Virtual Solutions. You'll actually be working for yourself. You'll be indicating the days and hours that you're available to work. And having that flexibility, then you can find the balance between work life and home life using the right platform. As I mentioned, I like to be truthful about the opportunity, so I'm going to give you the pros and cons about being an independent contractor. Pros meaning, as I've been mentioning, you create your own schedule each week. Yes, you will. You'll be able to indicate the days and hours that you're available to work. You select the company you want to work for. Yes, you will. You'll have all access to all the opportunities that you're able to service from home and the companies that you're able to service. You will indicate the company that you would like to service. Free certification course. Yes, you'll have a free virtual setting certification class to attend Monday through Friday. That's where you're going to know everything you need to know about the client that you're choosing to service and how to deal with their calls. That is a live virtual setting class where there's a live instructor that was going to be providing you all the information that you need to know about your client and how to deal with their calls. There's no coworker interaction, meaning you'll be working by yourself. So that eliminates a less chance for you to have any contract any variant that might be out there. You'll be working for yourself. You can select the department you want to work in. Yes, you can. We have sales, technical support, and or customer service, meaning all your calls are inbound calls. At the most that you will call out is either call back the customer with an update on the status on the issue they might be having or an answer on a question you wasn't able to answer at the time they called in. All your calls are inbound. Several of the clients that we have within the platform do provide incentives, meaning that you're able to make more money than the hourly rate that they are providing. You won't have gas expenses or lunch expenses to think about every day. There's no job interview. You will get qualified online. Exactly. You could say that this is your job interview, and it's basically me telling you about the opportunity. You will need to go through an assessment, identity verification, qualification process that will let myself or Narise know that you're a great candidate to service these Fortune 500 companies. You can provide service to 2 clients at once. Yes, you can. Once you first have successfully completed your certification on your first client and are live taking calls, then you can sign up for a different client and certify for that client and start taking live calls. And at that time, you'll be servicing 2 clients at once. But you will first need to certify and be live taking calls for your first client before you can certify for your second client. There is an opportunity for advancement within the platform. Even as an independent contractor, there's several opportunities that you could advance throughout the platform, and that gives you an opportunity of making even more money. As I'm providing you the pros, I'm going to provide you the cons as being an independent contractor. You are responsible for your taxes at the end of the year, meaning your direct deposit will not have your taxes deducted. You will be responsible for your taxes at the end of the year. You are responsible for obtaining workstation equipment, either a desktop or laptop, internet hardwired, and or USB. Hardwired meaning it cannot be Wi-Fi. That desktop or laptop needs to be connected hardwired through your modem. And a USB headset, a wired USB headset. We do not offer healthcare to 1099 contractors. As an independent contractor, you'll receive a 1099 form at the beginning of the year for your tax purposes. At the end of the year for your tax purposes. Agents pay a $30 background check fee. That is for your background check as an independent contractor, due to the fact that we're dealing with retail, we're dealing with personal information, addresses, credit cards. You will need to go through a background check as an independent contractor. Agent will be charged a $20 drop course fee if the agent doesn't attend first day of class. So throughout your enrollment process, you'll be indicated that you'll be charged a $20 drop course fee in an event that you do not attend class the first day. This is a free certification course where there's a live instructor wanting to provide you everything that you need to know to deal with your clients and their calls, for you could start having a successful journey to working from home as an independent contractor and making money. You must have strong computer knowledge. I'm not going to tell you here to be part of the Geek Squad. That's not what I'm saying. But you do need to have computer knowledge. As long as you know how to deal with a computer, type, get those folks off the phone in a quality manner or time, you'll be completely fine. Industries we service: healthcare, cruise lines, roadside assistance, technical support, financial services, electric company, bookstores, retail, and fitness. And it's changing constantly. A lot of industries were virtual when the pandemic happened, and it's growing. So it's changing constantly. That's why we need to have the computer requirements that Arise is indicating, because of the security of all the sensitive information that we're going to have in hand. That's why we need to go through that identity verification. That's why we need to go to that background check. As you see, we're dealing with healthcare. If you dealt with healthcare before, you know you have to take a HIPAA course. We'll be dealing with retail, credit card information, addresses. So that's why we need to go through those processes and making sure we have that hardwired connection to be able to connect to the technology that Arise is bringing for us to be able to service these Fortune 500 companies. Designate a quiet workspace at home. As we all know, we want to work from home to be comfortable and stay safe. We still have to provide a professional environment. We have to have a quiet space where we actually have a place where we could take our calls, provide that professional environment, even though we're working from home. Making sure that we're providing everything we need for our clients so we could be successful throughout that call and provide that quality service. Help your family and or friends associate that if you're in your workspace or if your door is closed, you are working and should not be disturbed. Plus, that will let you focus more, concentrate on your call, provide that quality service, and making sure you hit those incentive numbers so you could make more money than the hourly rate that they're providing. There are workstation equipment standards you must meet. As I've been indicating, we do need to have requirements in those computers, making sure we have the equipment that we need to be able to service these Fortune 500 companies. As I mentioned, after you select from the list available clients, you would check to see if you have the workstation requirements that are needed for the selected clients. Recommended equipment includes either a desktop or laptop computer, USB headset, dual monitor. They recommend dual monitor, but if you have to start with that dual first monitor, you'll be completely fine. But they do recommend dual monitors because you'll be able to move faster, and get these folks off the phone in a quality manner of time. So they do recommend dual monitors. How many hours can I work? All agents will have access to the Arise scheduling system called Starmatic. That is the platform that Arise have. That's where you're going to be indicating the days and hours that you're available to work. As I mentioned, you'll be indicating that time. That's very important that you commit to that time because you're the one saying that you're able to work those days and hours. Agents can make their own schedule each week with no less than 15 hours per week. Yes, you are required to work at least 15 hours per week to have an active contract. Yes, as an independent contractor, you will be under a contract where your contract is reviewed and renewed. As long as you commit to your requirements, you commit to your time, you follow the guidelines and requirements for your client. As long as you follow the guidelines and requirements, you will have your contract reviewed and renewed. I service the roadside assistance client. I've been servicing that client for the 6 years that I've been with the platform. As long as you follow the guidelines and requirement, you'll have your contract reviewed and renewed every 3 months. For the past 6 years, my contract has been reviewed and renewed every 3 months. Schedule allocation may depend on the agent's performance. Yes. If you're not following your guidelines and requirement, if you're not committing for your time, you're not going to get time. We're going to give it for the folks that are actually committing and following the guidelines and requirement. Compensation is via direct deposit on the 15th and the last day of each month. The pay period is from the 1st to the 15th and the 16th to the last day of the month. Hourly rate ranges from $9 to $15 per hour. It depends on the client that you choose to service. STAR program performance levels, pays increases, and incentives because you're following your guidelines and requirements. You're committing to the time. You're able to take advantage of the incentives increases and incentives and increases with the STAR program. High call value incentives. That's another opportunity. You're making more money than the hourly rate that the client is offering when it gets busy and they provide that high call value incentive. As long as you're on the phones talking to a customer or waiting to talk to a customer, you are making money. If you're off the phone because you need that second cup of coffee, you need that lunch break, bathroom break, you're not making any money. As long as you're on the phones talking to a customer or waiting to talk to a customer, that money is just dropping in your bag. A flat rate IBO fee of $50 is deducted each pay period. The $50 includes, this fee includes the Arise platform usage fee of $19.75 and the Beyond Standard Solutions business support and success fee of $30.25. That is Beyond Standing Solutions supporting you. We are your first contact. You have any issues, you contact Beyond Standard Solutions Virtual Call Center. We are here to make sure you are successful. That is your payroll. That is your direct deposit. That is supporting you, making sure you're going to have a successful journey the same way that I've had the successful journey. Why us? Because we're going to provide you that quality and genuine guidance to success. I have an open door policy with all my processes and my agents. You get a $50 certification completion incentive after you successfully complete a certification and have serviced 10 hours. Access to great, affordable, and compatible work from home equipment through our affiliate program with Work at Home Equipment Solutions. That's a great company that if you already don't have a desktop or laptop, need some equipment to work from home, they do offer great compatible or rise compatible equipment with several financial options and payment options. There's $100 referral bonus after the agent has successfully completed certification and has serviced 60 hours. This referral bonus is for any agents that you refer to Beyond Standard Solution Virtual Call Center. Once they indicate that you have referred them, as once they completed certification and has serviced 60 hours, they successfully completed certification and has serviced 60 hours, you will get a $100 referral fee. Start the qualification process. As I mentioned before, you will need to go through a qualification and assessment process. First thing, once you enrolled and registered within the platform, you'll complete your assessment. Personality questions, very normal assessment through an employment process. Identity verification. Once you pass the assessment, it will be valid for at least 6 months for any program. That means if you enrolled in another course within 6 months, you will not have to retake the assessment. So again, once you take it, it will at least be good for 6 months. Enroll in the client's online certification course. That's when you'll decide which client you would like to service, and you will start the enrollment process so you could be into that you be available and be part of that certification class, virtual class. Once you start the enrollment process for your client, you're going to start the 4 prerequisites. First being that technical check, making sure if you already have a desktop or laptop that you're able to use, you do that technical check to make sure it has the requirements that you need to be able to connect to the security and technology that Arise brings to us to be able to service these Fortune 500 company. Complete the process for the identity verification. The pay, meaning that is where you're going to be entering a payment matter in an event that you don't attend class that first day, you'll be charged those $20. So when you're going through that enrollment process, you will need to indicate a payment, credit card or debit card, as a saying, hey, if I don't attend class that first day, I'm agreeing that I'm going to be charged a $20 drop course fee. And then as well, that's where you're going to be indicating your $30 for your background check. As I mentioned, due to the sensitive information we're going to have in hand, we need to go through a background check. Number 4, your other requirements, meaning you will need to provide a affidavit of identification. That's a form you're signing saying, yes, that's who you are, and providing a copy of your ID with it. If the client requires a drug test, you will have that information in the email with all the information you need to know when to go or where to go to take that drug test. Some clients do require a drug test. And to get started, all you need to do is go to ariseworkfromhome.com to start the registration for you to start working from home as an independent contractor virtual agent with Beyond Standard Solution Virtual Call Center. It's been a great success for me and the agents that I bring in the platform. And all you need to do is follow the slides to complete your registration. I go ahead and guide you through those slides, making sure that you register properly within the platform. Make sure you follow those slides so you can make sure you get your $50 after you successfully completed your certification and have serviced 10 hours. So once you go to the riseworkfromhome.com, you will click on register now. Once you click on register now, it will take you to where you start creating your profile, as entering your email address, creating your username and password, and following the guidelines for the password. To get started, once you click there, select your country and state that you live in. Do your check mark, letting you know that you'll be signing an NDA, and everything within the platform, it's confidential. And as well, you'll be indicating a text message to a phone number that you're going to be providing. Tell us about yourself and enter your information. Continue the process. Your referral code. As I mentioned, your $100 referral code, once you refer agent, they completely certified and successfully complete certification and has serviced 60 hours, you're able to get $100 referral. And then as well, making sure you enter that referral code so you could get your $50 once you certification, you successfully completed certification and have serviced 10 hours. Your referral code of 1473428, submit that. Once you enter that, it's going to take you to your contact information. Enter your contact information. Click continue to get started. Once you get started, we're going to go ahead and validate. Enter your validation code that was texted to you to the phone number you provided. You're almost done. You're processing. Now we're going to finish the registration. Now you're in the process of starting your registration to work on the Beyond Standard Solution Virtual Call Center. You're going to be joining a service partner through the platform. You want to make sure you click on Join a Service Partner. There are other options within the platform that you're able to join. Or sole proprietor, meaning if you don't want to service under any company, you want to service for yourself, you're able to go ahead and do that. Meaning you don't want no guidance. You don't need my guidance for you to be successful. You don't need nobody's guidance. You could go ahead and register as a sole proprietor. Let's say you already have a company and you just want to go ahead and add more revenue to your company. You're able to register your company within the platform. Of course, I'm recruiting you to join through my company, Beyond Standard Solution Virtual Call Center. You will click on Join a Service Provider. Once you click on Join a Service Provider, you're going to click on Confirm your registration to join our team at Beyond Standard Solution Once you click on confirm, it's going to take you to register as an agent working for a service partner on the Arise platform. Now you're completing your registration to to join our team here at Beyond Standard Solution, where we're going to guide you for you to be successful, the same success that I've had throughout these 6 years, and the success that I've brought out to the agents that have joined through my company. You complete your registration process. Once you do that, it's going to take you where you're into our service partner ID number. That service partner ID number is 83505. Once you search that, you're going to see our name, my company's name populate as Beyond Standard Solution LLC. That will provide you the identity, service provider identity number again of 83505. Once you search that, you're going to see Beyond Standard Solution LLC populate. And once you click that, that will finalize your registration to Beyond Standard Solution. And now your request is pending. Your request is now pending. Following the info session, click on the schedule link that was provided on the email to schedule your next step at having your registration approved and completed. On that next step, we'll do a quick meet and greet just for me to guide you, letting you know what's your next steps, approving that verification for you, making sure you're successful and having everything that you need for you to be successful throughout this journey of working from home. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Again, thank you for taking your time today to listening to our info session. Please open your mics if you have any questions. I'll be glad to ask any questions